Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and I'm picking up where I left off in my hardcore Subnautica game. Not this one, this one. It's depressing how that one ended. Well, I mean, technically it didn't end, like I was still alive there, just can't do anything with it. So, I don't know. Maybe someday I'll pick it up if I feel like, I don't know. I'd much rather start with a fresh game, which hopefully won't get all buggy and mess up this time, and I can still get achievements and stuff. See how it goes. Maybe I can get a better computer in the interim, and it won't have so many problems. I guess I actually spoke to my brother about it the other day, and he said that it's more complicated than just buying the graphics card. Apparently, there's like a worldwide shortage of graphics cards at the moment. For some reason, the demand's a lot higher than the supply, and that's caused the price to go up. Maybe that's probably going to stabilize eventually, but for now, it's not a great time to buy graphics cards. And whatever, I can wait. But yeah, until then, I have to endure this weird bug that when something fails to render graphically, the game considers it to not be there, and you can pass right through it, and that includes falling through the floor. It's a weird bug for a game to have. Anyway. Okay. So, I was thinking of building up my habitat and stuff, but the habitat builder needs a wiring kit, which means I need silver, which means I need to find some sandstone. So why don't we kill two birds with one stone and do some exploration while I'm, why don't I head over to that rendezvous point, and let's bring back the beacon for, this thing turned itself off again. These things keep turning themselves off. It's annoying. I want to keep that one on too. Anyway, let's go check out this dry land here. Be mindful of the power level of the sea moth. Hello. Those stalker fish, they make scary sounds, but they're really not that threatening. You know, same with the sand sharks. There's a lot of things in this game, really. Yeah. Also have to be got a radio broadcast. That's probably going to be from the sunbeams telling me that they're going to be here in 40 minutes. And that 40 minutes is probably variable. It probably depends on when I actually listen to the broadcast. But I'm already committed to this journey here. I don't even know. Is there sandstone on this dry land thing here? I can't remember. There'll at least be there'll be things to look at here. Just take a look around. See, looking for any signs of outcroppings, sandstone or otherwise. Well, at least get out and scan stuff. That's just regular table floor, right? Coral shell plate, whatever. Ancient footer. Can this stuff be collected? I tried to collect it when it was on the back of the reef back, and then okay. So the coral shell plate bleeds when you cut it. That makes me feel a little better. When I saw... Oh, those pieces of it? It didn't look like it broke off, but then... Okay, I don't know. Why is there stuff falling? What is this? I think it's just random atmospheric stuff. And maybe I had no connection with what I was doing. Yeah, there's just random bits of stuff falling. Okay, whatever. In any case, yeah, I'm not seeing any outcroppings. No signs of sandstone, limestone, shale, anything. Ah, darn it. Maybe I should have, maybe I should go to, maybe I should go to the Sunbeams drop-off point. Because I think there actually is, excuse me. This looks like it should be traversable. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it looks.
Picking up multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
Now, is that referring to the bits of the Degassi, or to the alien structure at the center, or maybe both? Did say multiple. This might not have been the best place to come onto shore. I probably should circle around the island, find a better place to come on. Cannonball. Now that I'm being a little bolder, now that I know that you can survive longer falls than I thought in this game. There are better ways. There are better places to to come ashore. It's kind of neat that the sea moth is able to breach the surface like this. Sort of wonder what it must look like. This whoosh, the personal sub just lifting right out of the water like this. Is it draining? I don't think it's draining a significant amount of energy to do that. All right, here you go. This looks like it's probably a better place to go ashore. I think this is the spot that I came ashore the first time. The first time that I found this island. Wonder if I should have brought their propulsion cannon. Oh, let's get this over with. Let's scan this little cave crawler dude. You're gonna get knifed in a moment, but I'm gonna do science on you first. Okay. Jerk. They're just gonna keep jumping at me like that, aren't they? Hey. Hey, they actually did a not insignificant amount of damage. I'll use a first aid kit soon. I'll see if I can collect a bit of this stuff. Hey, I can just grab one of these. Voxel shrub. Can I grab that too? Yeah, I can. Whoa, it got four seeds in one there. Like, I don't know how significant it is being able to collect this stuff. Like, I can probably plant it back home, but it's like, I mean, it might be useful if I can construct the bioreactor. I can get a steady supply of fuel for it. Grub bag. basket. Yeah, good old carnivorous plant. Are there grubs around here? Aside from that glowing grub that I found, the rock grub I think it was called. Ah, here we go. Yeah, remembering that this is here, I kind of wonder why. Why did I even bother with the? Okay, maybe I will use the first aid kit just so that I can carry 2 of these at once. Interesting, my health went up to 101. I didn't. Excuse me. Excuse me. The leaf is in the way of the PDA. Yeah, I brought both the rebreather and the radiation helmet. Whoops. Wasn't the best option. Oh well. Anyway, I should be close. I think I'm close to the side of Degazio. Oh, pink cap? I'll see about grabbing one of everything, I guess. Yoink. How much space did that take up? Okay. I don't know what's the best way to go. This was always like hit or miss in terms of figuring out what way leads somewhere. It's just kind of all over the place here. There's no clear path. There's nothing that leads you there. You just kind of have to wander until you find it. And there are 4 main things to be found. There are the 2 the 2 things like way up on top of the mountains, which I can't see from here. This is not a good vantage point. Yeah, there's one of them there. Like I want to get up there. There are 2 of those, and then there's the one that's on the ground. And the one that's on the ground includes, if memory serves, includes a multi-purpose room, which I can scan and then have the blueprint for it, and then I'll be able to use that in my base construction whenever I find the friggin' silver that I need for the habitat builder. So there are important things to be had here, in addition to all the science from gathering various plant life. I feel like these things should be scannable. Look at these glow-in-the-dark trees. They're kind of neat. Maybe I should just stop talking and just edit out my blundering about until I actually find something. Well, I've been wandering around long enough for it to switch back to daylight. I can see the 2 things there. How do I don't know. Am I in any better position? Is this where the, whoops, they don't want to drop off there. They have to start all over again. How do I get there? I just came from this direction. This looks promising though. This feels familiar. Like this may have been the path which led me to the alien gate, which I know is around here somewhere. Which I found once by accident and then never did again. Oh wait, that's the bridge I was thinking of. Hey, I think I may be onto something here. Yeah, this feels familiar. a lot of this feels like the same. Oh, great. Did I take a wrong turn? I remember passing through this on the way there. I remember this path wrapping around the edge of it. That's a long way down. After passing through that narrow opening, so work with me here. There we go. Almost there. Getting pretty close to the top, I think. I think there's the aurora in the distance. Look at the plumes of smoke coming off of it, or are those clouds? Could be both. I'm getting there. I wonder if it's going to be different from the previous. I mean, like, certain things I expect will still be in the exact same place. Like I expect the logs will. Bulkhead. I never figured out how to use bulkheads, by the way. In my previous game, at one point I thought, because it's said it helps with what do you call it? Inventory full. Plant pause. But yeah, like the bulkhead is supposed to help with the structural integrity, but like I don't know. Observatory. I never tried building an observatory either, you know. But yeah, I tried building a bulkhead and it wouldn't take. It wouldn't. It wouldn't allow itself to be built like anywhere, no matter what I did. And I don't know. It just generally confused me. Okay, so yeah, so inventory is full of all this other stuff. And I don't have the thing that adds inventory to the sea moth, unfortunately. I need to, before I can build that, I need to build the vehicle upgrade station. I need the moon pool for that. I need neat. I need a habitat builder for that. I need wiring kit for that. I need silver for that. I need to find sandstone for that. It's just one big long string of I need a bunch of other things for other things, or I can get that thing. Maybe I can just jump down there and be fine. How long a drop is that? I mean, there's some. Hold on. I was kind of joking at first, but there's some intermediate steps here, so it's not like it's sheer cliff. I can get there. Hey, that's not so bad. That's a little more of a drop, but it's survivable. Hey, if I use up a first aid kit, it's not the worst thing that could happen. It just means extra inventory space. There's the multi-purpose room. Woo! I can get some proper facilities for my habitat if I can get that gosh darn habitat builder. Exterior grow bed. think the one I want is the interior grow bed, though. Right? Hey, purple tablet. Interesting, you can scan it. Does that give me the blueprint for it, or do I need the one that's in pieces? I'm just being curious now. Yeah, purple tablet. And now glass. Hey, that wasn't there before, was it? I mean, the fact that it just showed up with that means that it wasn't there before. But these things are big.
Integrating new EDA data.
Poor little fellow is stuck. Anyway, yeah. Once I get my base building underway, I'll be able to build multi-purpose rooms. Woo! There's more stuff in here. As I recall, I should be able to enter through here, right? Scan the wall planter.
New blueprint acquired.
Oh, and there's another blueprint in here. What's this? Ultra glide fins. Oh yeah. If I can get the modification station, that'll be good. And I'm going to get my knife ready because here's where the this guy's going to give me a hard time probably. I'm going to pick this up first because last time he died in an inconvenient place on top of the pad. Hey. Quick, grab it before he dies on top of it. Because I don't have the propulsion cannon with me this time, so I won't be able to move him. Cool. Okay. I think I got everything that there is to be scanned here. Time to move on to the third structure here, which I believe is harder to get to. It's that one. Wait, isn't it up there? I dropped down no, I came down. Did I come down from that direction? Where's the other one? I can't pick up the lantern fruit. Guess should have had more inventory space when I came here. Well, I'm all confused now. Which one? Like there are two of these things up on the peaks. Was that? I think that's the one I came down from, right? So is the other one up here? I can't see it from here. And this is rather steep. Great. Those sound effects don't help. I remember one of them is really awkward to get to, and like you just kind of have to push through the fairly steep bits. This might not be where I want to be. Oh hell. I'm so confused. Like, I didn't, when I came down the hill towards that, I didn't come from this direction. I came from that direction, right? It has to be this one, right? I'm not getting myself confused or turned around or anything. I'm just totally not confident in my ability to avoid getting turned around and confused. Maybe I should have had the compass before I came here. Yeah, it's up. It's definitely up there. I'm going the right way. I'm going, at least I have the right goal in mind, as far as I'm aware. Getting close. Sound effects still don't help. The sounds of crumbling rock and stuff. This is like sounds of rock tumbling down the cliff. Here we are. I definitely haven't been here before. Anything else? Ah, indoor grow bed.
New blueprint acquired.
Fern palm. And grab the Janet PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
It's the fern palm collectible. Inventory full. Okay. Wow, it really is full. Like full. Well, what if I drink one of these waters? Is it still too full? Yeah, whatever. I should just go home. Find out what that radio broadcast is. It's probably Mr. Sunbeam. Where's the sea moth? It's over there. Yeah, I've gotten everything there is to be had. I mean, there is the alien gateway, but I can't do anything with it at present. So. Oh, great. Coming down this mountainside at night. It's always fun. Okay. I'm alright. It's okay. My inventory is full to brim with stuff I can't use, but I mean, unless I plant it into your grow bed, which I can't because I don't have a habitat builder. But eventually I'll try it out. Try planting it. Try out the bioreactor.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Where's home? There's home. Yeah, I'll plan these sojourns out better next time. Well, I see a sandstone outcropping, so I'm just gonna randomly grab that. Lead, whatever. Inventory full, hang back again. And here I am back again. Let's see what this is all about.
I priority automated message from Aurora Live pod, certain coordinates attached. Live pod is carrying high priority passenger.
Yoki Kassar. I said Kassar. Why do I have to record this anyway?
Send immediate burial details.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Oh hey. I was just down here looking for fish and you know, because I needed a meal and just randomly came across some silver. How about that? That's actually the last silver piece I need to start building the habitat and stuff. And I got a radio message. What have we here?
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. Should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers, the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
Oh, there's the 40-minute countdown. And my webcam image is in the... not in the best place for you to be following that. Whoops. There it is, Habitat Builder.
The builder, too, is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
So I'm probably going to want to build this habitat away from the fumarole and away from the Aurora. I want to like be wandering around, accidentally step into irradiated place. I also want to be able to jump up into the moon pool from below, like in a prawn, for instance. So I guess around about here. And what's this? There's another radio broadcast?
This is Life Pod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Somewhere around here, I guess. I started basal strength now 5.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Okay, 25 minutes to go before Sunbeam arrival, and I'm out of titanium because I used it all up building the moon pool. There it is. So I'm gonna just take a quick jaunt over to the Aurora and just for a quick titanium run. Just gonna scoop up every bit of titanium I can find on the ground on the way there. Yeah, like completed the moon pool, and I'm gonna build some. It's gonna build some what do you call them? Solar panels for it, and couldn't. No titanium. It's like I have one single piece of titanium left. Like I don't even have the titanium for the most basic of basic things. Like I even have more copper and quartz than titanium. Yoink. Did the stalkers drop any teeth while they're playing with the metal there? Might as well take a quick peek. No? Oh, I see one. I didn't. Oh.
New blueprint acquired.
New blueprint synthesized. What, you mean aside from the enameled glass? Like, the enameled glass was already on here. Advanced wiring kit, I already knew about that. Did they make a mistake and it showed the enameled glass one too early? Whatever. I'll put this Stalker Tooth to use eventually. Knowing now how difficult and annoying Stalker Teeth are to come by, I'm gonna, yeah. Want to make sure I grab them when I get the chance. Oh, I saw a limestone thing, yeah. It's either going to be copper or titanium. Either one is useful to me right now. Excellent. Because copper is one of the components, well, it's one of the components in a lot of things. It's one of the components in the solar panels, which I'm going to need to power the moon. Gotcha. He tried to explode on me, but still succumbed to the science. Anyway, where am I? Looking for any more hunks of metal around here. Did I just see a... How full is my inventory? Yeah, there's still plenty of space. I'm not going to complain about getting the copper instead of the titanium, even though the titanium may have been my primary thing I'm looking for at the moment. Because, yeah, titanium is everywhere. Like, there's bits of this stuff everywhere. Copper isn't, no, mine! Okay, grab it out of the air, well, out of the water. Inventory full. Ah, so it is. Ooh. Not too full for this. Oh, I can scan it. Interesting. I don't know if I ever scanned one of those before. "19 minutes till Sunbeam arrival. Should I explore the alien facility before the Sunbeam arrives? I don't know. Maybe I should build my base over here so that if I ever have that bug happen again, and I have to take a flying leap off of something to get into the habitat, I can. Can I dock the Seamoth when this is unpowered? Yeah, didn't think so. Okay, I thought I had more time to mess around with this, but I've got down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds until the Sunbeam arrives, so I probably should get to that rendezvous point.
Systems online.
Where's that rendezvous point again? Sunbeam line of sight. There we go. Oops, it's over a kilometer away. Can I get there in 2 minutes? I might need to hop out and sea glide it the rest of the way. Do kind of want to have the sea moth around. Let's see. Let's see how far I get in 1 minute. And then gauge from that if I should sea glide it the rest of the way. I'm probably going to hop out and sea glide it. I'm not sure what happens if I'm not there at the time, at the rendezvous time. I actually don't know what happens. Could be that it still plays the plays the same broadcast. Well, no, I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine it saying that we see you part of the broadcast if you're not there to be seen. Okay, it took me just over a minute to get halfway there, so yeah, I'm hopping out and sea gliding it. Move, move, move. Got less than a minute. I think this is faster. 40 seconds. You can't see the countdown, but it's this is gonna be close. 30 seconds. This is silly. I left it to the last minute. I shouldn't have done that. Less than 20 seconds left. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Uh-oh. Still over 100 meters away.
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there.
Man, I don't know how you saw me.
Atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site. Is that a building down there? What do you mean you're carrying a fighter? Hold on. No turning back now. Positions everywhere. Touching down.
It's still rendering.
8.
Can I go inside
It's coming from the building.
when it isn't rendered?
Change course. Set thrusters to full.
Hey, look, the weapon still fired even when it wasn't rendered. Shouldn't the weapon be pointing at the sunbeam at this point? Funny how the game breaks. I'm still able to... Hey! Oh, nifty!
Detected massive energy signature in the region. Cannot identify them. Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis.
Well, is it metal or is it an alloy? Those are two different things. An alloy, by definition, is a combination of metals. Well. You're being more pedantic than the PDA. Let's collect some Volvo stuff. Might as well go do my run of the alien facility, I guess. It's interesting that scanning the other purple tablet and then scanning the broken one meant I got 2 pieces of titanium that I wouldn't have gotten if I'd yeah, there's a force field control on the other side. So even if I gotten stuck here, I wouldn't actually be stuck here. Like there's a way out. There's another purple tablet inside here, and there's also the moon pool looking thing. Okay.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Yeah, none of this is as exciting as the first time going through. Basically, I'm just going to be breezing through it. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything by mistake. Just casually tossing the ion cube. It's enough, which allegedly packs enough power to be the equivalent of what? So like 100 tons of TNT or something like that? Or wait, what does it say about it? It's yeah, 5 kilotons of TNT. So 5,000 tons of TNT. And I just casually toss it. Oh, is this where the no? Oh yes, it is.
The probability of interfacing with this facility is achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
It's wild. Force field control. Oh, there's another force field here? Is that disabled by the, is that disabled ahead of time, or? Maybe they considered, like the designers, the dev team considered putting a force field there, but decided against it. Hypothetically, it would mean you'd have to either have another purple tablet from somewhere else or assemble your own, which would mean having to make another trip, which, who knows, maybe they did it that way and playtesters found it annoying to have to make an extra trip. Why am I able to scan this one from a distance? You can't normally scan things from that far away. Wish I could. I think this is where the gate is, yeah. Alien perch. Oh, another ion cube. Somewhere along the way, I remember there's a second purple tablet. Around here somewhere, I think that purple glow is probably it. Yeah. It uses the ion cube as a power source. It's a key, and which opens a force field, and they have a power source capable of. Why is there a doomsday device here? Even a non-functional one. Like, why do they even have it here? Oh, it just hit me. It's entirely possible that
Indicate the facility's control room, lying beyond this doorway.
Considering what I know about the Kara, the bacterial infection and how they were trying to quarantine the place, it's possible that the doomsday device is there as a last resort. like destroy the whole planet to prevent the spread of the disease. It's pretty grim. Should I interact? Should I get jabbed and stuff? I guess. That's a big needle, just for a blood sample. Looked like it was pretty rough about it.
Is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine.
I must say that PJ did a fantastic job of translating in an unknown language. And that's it. That's all there is to be had here. I got 3 ion cubes out of it, which I can't do anything except make useless purple tablets. And I say useless because this game buries you in them and doesn't give you any opportunity to use them. Unless they can be combined or reconfigured into the other colors of tablets. Because I found places to use yellow and cyan tablets, but never found any yellow or cyan tablets. Only the purple ones. This is the only place I found where a purple tablet could be used. So, oh well. Anyway. So yeah, time to go. Guess I'll take a dive in the moon pool-ish thing. Do I have the radiation helmet on? Ah. I really should have had the rebreather.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Yeah, the whole reason the oxygen efficiency is decreased is because the weight of 100 meters of water on you. There's not 100 meters of water on me above me here. Like, these levels should have equalized. Like, theoretically, I mean, think about it. Like, you got 100 meters of water up here. Hello, Warper. Like, the weight of that water pushing down should push this up into the space above it. Like, it shouldn't, this water level should be much higher. Like, the sheer pressure of water from outside should have flooded this, or at least like really compressed the air. I don't know. Anyway, never mind. I mean, whatever. It can all be explained away with, well, they have some superior advanced alien technology that oh, granite? I do not recall finding that here before. Like, I'm sure I didn't. Purple gel, I'm sure I didn't find that here either. Also, I'm hearing what sounds like what sounds like Reaper Leviathan in the distance. Come on, get in there. And also my Sea Glide is down to 28% power. I'm gonna swap it out. Swap out the battery. How much power? My flat is down to 39%. I think I'm going to like not try to scan the Warper just now. Like, I will eventually at some point, but it's a dangerous enemy, and I think I would rather yeah, so there's nothing here, right? Yeah. Let's get back to the surface. Yeah, if I'm gonna scan the warper, I'd rather have maybe the stasis rifle, or at least the the protective suit. That's the only entry point, right? Like, I remember searching this before. I don't know if I was terribly thorough in my search.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
It's entirely possible I wasn't thorough enough in my search, truth be told. You gotta try to look on all sides of it and stuff. But there are these cables that look like they might go somewhere. I don't know. Should probably go back and grab the sea moth. Having the oxygen refresh would be welcome in this place. Grab a peeper, why not? Grab this before I surface. Silver, yay! Could do with some. Could do with the silver. Could do with. Is that shale I see? Possible diamond source? Lithium. Lithium's still useful. Yeah, so I'm gonna go grab the sea moth and I'm gonna finish investigating that cave. So if I'm not mistaken, there's that cave there has another purple tablet in it. And oh, hello. What happened here? Is this a Cyclops engine fragment, perhaps? Which, not too long from now, I'll probably be buried in, but take it for now. Come on, silver. Lead. Well, extra lead can be turned into structural reinforcement. The what do you call it? The foundation. So that's fine. Just noticing the time. How long have I been playing? I should check how long the recording's been. Don't want to go too long. What have I really accomplished so far? I mean, I did. Like I did. What am I trying to say here? Oh wow, you can't see anything here. I'm counting on the sea moth still being pointed in the right direction. I don't have. Okay, there we go. Because I don't have a compass. And this location is no longer marked. I think I'm going to put a beacon down around here somewhere. Heck, maybe I'll do what I did before and put it next to the... Oh, I was going to say put it next to the silver... silver thing, but that probably isn't there now because I think those are randomized.
Remember the materials you gather are the property of the All-Terra Corporation. You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bid stands at 3 million credits.
So the PDA is tracking how many priceless diamonds I find. Well, I say priceless. It's diamonds. It's essentially reorganized carbon. It's like their value commercially is inflated artificially. You can make diamonds in a lab for cheap. Naturally occurring diamonds are hard to come by, but I mean they're valuable in the sense that they're useful. Like they have one of the hardest substances known to humankind. What do we here? Lead. Like I'm thinking about my. Oh, is that silver? It is silver. Well, maybe I will mark that. Well, okay, actually, what I'll do is I'll mark the enforcement station. No, I'll mark the silver. I do have the beacon with me, right? Yeah, I do, good. Where was it again? Crap. Lost it already. Oh, there it is. I do want to put the beacon underwater in any case because I think it messes up the beacon putting it out of water. Like in the previous game, the beacon seemed to sink into the ground. I'm just gonna label it enforcement station. But if I ever need silver and happen to have a prawn with a drill arm, I'll know where to get the silver. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look around for a bit. Oh, I wish I had the rebreather. This is deep stuff here. Hello, Warper. Okay, so that is the entry point she came out of. And then I circled around here, and then there's a little cave. Somewhere around here. Where was it again? Ooh, 160 meters deep. Gotta keep an eye on that. I mean, I have the means of building the depth upgrade now that I have the moon pool, so I'll probably work on that next. Oop.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Gold. If I can find 2 diamond, then diamond is one of the components needed for the laser cutter. I have 1/3 of the blueprints for that. Should I bother with the uranite? I guess. Lithium? I thought I was holding out for the purple tablet, but is the purple tablet close by? Oh, let me scan. Okay, push. That Reaper Leviathan sound is a little unnerving, isn't it? Oh, hell. My inventory's almost full. Maybe I should just grab the lithium, go, and come back another time. I marked the location so I can find it again, so it's all good. And I found a diamond. I got a diamond out of this too. Say, how long has this recording gone on so far? It's almost 2 hours. I don't. Excuse me? Freaking bone shark? Like, seriously? Startled the heck out of me? Okay. Didn't do any damage, curiously. Anyway, I guess I'll fix up my habitat a bit, put in the upgrade station, and probably call it a day from there. Yeah, what did I even accomplish this session? I mean, I got the blueprint for the multi-purpose room, I guess, so that's something. You know, found the Degassi wreck. You know, found the enforcement station. And witnessed the Sunbeam getting destroyed. That's, you know, so there was some story advancing stuff happening. At the end of last episode, I said I was gonna get a moon pool and start my you know, my base building, and it ended up taking this whole episode just to barely get started with that. Oh well. Can't say I'm the most efficient player, I guess. But in any case, next time I'm going to go to the, you know, Mr. Kassar's life pod, because that's in a biome where I believe that's where I found the modification station, or parts thereof before. Oh, that's neat. You went through the. I was just coming up here so I could scan the sky rays, because I just noticed them flying around here. I wasn't expecting it to go through that whole dramatic setup there. And hey, look, there's a radio broadcast. They had, I guess they, somebody decided that when they're translating a voice, they should make it sound sinister. Okay, I think I'm ready to build the upgrade station. There it is, vehicle upgrade console. I think over here would be best. click the button. Why is it kind of weird that it hesitated like that? Oh yeah, I can name it and stuff. First I'm going to check out what are my options. Storage module would be nice. Depth module would be nice. I need to get a buttload of quartz. Each locker I build needs a quartz. Each solar panel takes 2 quartz. This is gonna take 4 quartz. So yeah, I need to go digging for quartz. Torpedo system could be cool. Never got that before. Okay, thinking about names. I'm thinking. There, it's my sea buggy. Because this game is buggy, so it has a double meaning. In which case, maybe I should give it a different color too. Maybe green? How's that look? Yeah, works for me. So maybe I'll just wrap up this recording by finding a random cave and just trying to find as much quartz as I can. Yay, quartz. Alright, this is alright. 4 pieces of quartz. Hey, that's all I need for the depth upgrade. But I do want some more because might want some more solar panels. Definitely want some more lockers.
Be advised, a common complication for cave divers is nautical orientation, followed by eventual asphyxiation.
Thanks for the reminder. Maybe I'll just take a quick oxygen refresh. Heck, maybe I should bring a sea moth in there. I mean, the sea buggy. So that message about where the PDA gives me that warning, I guess she's designed to give that in any old cave that you happen to explore first. It's probably just total coincidence that about the one that she informed me of before. Like when she informed me of that in the previous game, I thought, oh, that must mean this cave is special somehow, because she never gave that warning before. But no, I think it's just a generic message. This flashlight's down to 31% power. Now that I got the silver for it, yeah, I should build a battery recharge station. Really, I should have done that anyway. Yeah, feel pretty good about this. I got some good collection of supplies here. You know, I got the CMOS depth upgrade, or I have the parts for it. Yeah. Okay, I think this is a good point to wrap up on. I need to make some more batteries while I wait for this, so I can have them all going at the same time. I actually need to do another. Okay, quit this. I actually need to do another titanium run because I discovered I didn't have enough titanium for the ingot that I need to build the depth upgrade. But yeah, that's something for next time. And once I have the depth upgrade, I think I might venture into the Jolly Shroom Cavern and get the stuff that's there, because that's where I found the water filtration system blueprint. That's pretty nice. Then you don't have to worry about water anymore. Or salt. So, yeah, something to look forward to. And then I'll find Mr. Kassar's, Emissary Kassar's pod, find out what's in that area, come properly equipped with a depth upgraded sea moth and rebreather, because the first time I went there, I had neither of those things. So it was a very inefficient search for stuff. So, yeah, do better this time around. Until next time.